Hello, we're live once again. Here, Daniel, Thriving Solutions, and today we're gonna take a look at some information that I recently was learning on connecting Google Sheets and different types of functions to get uh, back and forth from different places. So, if you're interested in that, around. So to get started, the Wix has can expose functions, the API, and then there's this article here that gives more information about that. It says exposing a site API with HTTP function. So you can call this from anywhere and pass it some information, and you can create functions that will handle that information and do something, and then give us send a message back. Okay. So I recently had a project where we had to do Excel spreadsheets or on Google, and I was doing some testing. So if we see here, um, I imported a table from our project, and we got the wheels table imported. So basically, we have all these fields, and we have a number field, which kind of like their unique values right here. And then we have the rest of the information. Okay. So the idea is that somebody can work on this document, and whatever changes they do um, take effect on it will take effect in the app, or it will send a message to Wix Studio. So I did a couple changes here. So if I go into our app scripts and to the executions, okay, let me bigger. We can see some executions being triggered. So we have a function called onEdit, and it's gonna play the change here. So I'm logging some of these things. So this right here is the header. So according to your line number one or your row number one, from A to O, that gives us our header in that order. And then it shows that we edited D2. Okay, so if you look at 2, have D2 here, which is here. And then we added this one E2 also. That's going to be in a different range. And then here it shows the value where we put in. That was the new value. And then this is the API call here. So we're sending out the API with that whole row. Okay. And then our response back is message correctly. This is something we have in our app or in our script. Okay. So the response back, which meaning it's good, right? Um, so take a look here. Take a look here. We are back in our record here. Now, the latest, and I'm going to log into site. All right, so this is our site here. So if we go to our collection, I created a new collection. Actually, it's called cars now. So in this one has all the fields that we need. All right. So the car number 27, and that's what I put. Got manufacturer year 2020. Got here. Updated it. This right here, okay. So it looks like it's sending it as a integer, right? This right here is a text field, car number, manufacturer year, a number, integer. That is what's going on. So what we got to do here is we got to do text string that, and the manufacturer year number, which can also be a text. When we imported the list, it automatically selected this as integer, so we'll just leave it like that. So other thing is you can go both ways, but that functionality is not set up correct completely, but we do have the function. Okay, so this goes according to the number. In this example, we have 1031. Okay, so if we go back to our list, have one right here. It says 1977. All right, so I'm gonna change the year for that. Different year, 2020. All right, and then it's gonna take all these numbers, and it will see whatever is different, and it should update. So I'm just gonna put an X here and run that. All right, so here it is. Here is our updated. So now we have 24. All right, so what does this function do? Update wheels by title. So actually, title, that is gonna be under web function. Update wheels by title. Function right here. Oh, and it's going by the title actually. I think there's another function that I'm working on. More robust. This one, first finds the record. And update. All right, so let's see if it change and not make the, that is not correct function, but I gotta refresh. But just to show you how it works from, so on Google Sheets, what we have is have a script here. pages are outdated. So now we have our script here. Basically, on edits, gonna take that event, and we're getting the active sheet, getting the range, getting the row, we're getting the data. So the data for our rows, the last column, values. Then we got the header. That's building up our headers. Then we got our row object. So this right here, wherever the changes on that row, that's why it says row here. So whatever row it is that they're working on, gonna get all the columns values. The header, because first our row, and then we got row object, finding it, creating our from the headers and our row data. How we build our range, right? And then see it's range station, like range that has changed value, how we see that. And then this is our function that we're sending our REST message to. And then we are taking our row object, the ranges, and we're stringifying it as the payload and logging that. And then it goes and does that fetch in the URL options of object right here. And then that's gonna create our request. Okay. So pretty cool, huh? A little bit of everything here. So that's sending our message out with the rows, and it's all configured correctly. Then the next thing we're gonna do is gonna see it loaded now. So for HTTP functions, you can take a look at the documentation here, but we can pass have a post function. Some examples what it could look like. You can insert into a collection from the body. So we are actually doing an update. So we're updating. We're doing a query and then we're updating. And then this is what we're getting from what we are getting. Let me see. The one we did earlier. Getting a payload, and it includes a whole row, and it built it as a JSON object. Have all the values. Oh, this is why it's like that. So in this multi-dimensional array, right? So it's taking the header putting the title, all the columns, and it's assigning it to of the row values, and then it's doing that for each one. So that's how it's building this multi-dimensional array. Yeah, array, and it just builds it up beautiful. And this is what we get. Get number, match wins, and the number. So here, so not in quotations. See, number. So we gotta convert that to a string. And sending it like that from how do I convert? I guess we just need to handle that when we get it from the thing, because from here, all right, so you notice field right here on the left, number right here, so right, and I think, column type. Oh, okay, so go back to code here. Right, so we have some backend code. Um, have this one that we were looking at earlier. It's called update wheels record. All right, so the wheels by title. Okay, so this is a more up to date one. This one's by number. Okay. I don't know. Last time we had. Okay. Let me see. I have it right here. Previous version, we were looking up at the title, but titles are kind of like dynamic. So having a more static number like number field better. It shouldn't change, right? So if we look at current, 31. Okay, so 1977 still. Let's go ahead and run this one. This one's 20, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. So obviously we want to create like form that will let you edit these values here. But once it submits it, then what we should. So it shows us what we just submitted. Go to our list now. All right, let's refresh. Okay, so not really telling me much, but I'm gonna go ahead and find have manufacturer year. Updates it. Oh, not even it, because this one's just updating our own um database. Database. One that up on the guy. Oh, okay. Update values. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one you need values, range, and dimension. So on this one, build this list. Um, need to have the actual values, range. I have okay. That's what it should look like. All right. So this one is a little bit harder to kind of like build because um you know don't so like to build this you need to have just the values. Here we just got all these values right now. Then it's talking about row two two like B like second row right here. It's one, two, four things are getting up. Okay, notice how I'm passing a string here. All right, so run this. So that's EI coming back from our Wix function. So it's in essence it's a two-way sync. But I think this one needs to get built up a lot better. And like, how do you determine the rows? How do you determine values, right? So there needs to be some type of way of seeing what it is and kind of like putting in different, so it doesn't update like values over itself, just the changes. So we'll see how we can handle that. So this function, if we function here, basically we're using our Google Apps package for the Google Sheets integration. And if we go here, it's gonna be this update values. So see we can get the range and we can add new ones. And then this one's to update the values. So in the auto box validation right here, this is samples in the documentation. So basically you gotta build some way to get these values. And so you can take a look at the one that we're using from receive information. That one's in our web functions here. And I believe that one's called, oh, it's the log, right? Okay, it's none of these. Oh, it's over here actually. HTTP functions. This one's called post log event. Right, so we're gonna get our information here, and we're gonna send it to our update wheels by title. So we're parsing it out, I believe. And it goes to this update wheels by title. Oh, okay. So that's where we're using. Okay. So our number should be a string. Okay, I think that's might do it. All right, so we're sending the car number to string here. Um, we are selecting the number from the query value, and query field is gonna be number. Here we are, because the table has like capital letters, but our API collection are lowercase. So we're like reassigning those values to variables. How you um struct object individual variables, and then we're querying our collection here. We're passing the query, and then we're checking to see if values exist and to assign either the new value or the one from the record. And we're just doing these few fields right here. So, you can definitely put more of all the actual columns. And then it just gives us, and then we got to do this suppress authorization because our collection has, um, only the admin can work on it, but through the API, it's gonna suppress authorization for that. Right, so we're gonna publish this, and the year, right, or the car number should be correct now. So if we go here, right, we got 40. This one, three, that one. All All right, so that should trigger a couple changes here. The error rate is lower now. That's so the last one we just did correctly. So we're still passing the car number. Mine was like a number. All right. And then take a look at our collection now. So if we open up collection, all right, so now the year is the one that has the problem, right? But see, it took that one 33, 77. So these are coming in as text or strings. So we need to um make them a number here. Gotta make sure they're numbers. So if we go back for our script here really quick, I'll do the same for the year. How you do it? Validate. Huh. So it passed the year as a string. Then we got an error. Okay. So I think my code was probably not. We just do this, right? Number. Oh, so you got to put it inside the thing. Oh, okay, let's see. So we commented out some code here. Have to deal with that for now. But the one we're using is this update wheels by title. So publish. Go our year here one more time. Our new trigger going, running. Go into our selection here. The Luigi one. Let's 2018. Valid JSON. Didn't touch this, right? Oh, this is a const. I don't think I can change the type. Um Number is not a function. Oh, converts a string into a string, convert into number. You okay? Let's try this one. All right, so message directly and our collection. uh, string. capital N. All right, let's try this one more time. Little things like this takes time to troubleshoot, testing out scenarios. Car number. So I guess we're gonna do the conversion here when we are signing it. I think that's gonna give us the best result. There's it's no use to do it up here. Let's try a different. All right, so the one 2020 is here. change that 2017. Okay, it's it. 2024 number. Oh, okay, great. So I wonder if we should do the same for this collection. I know that they're doing like a function like we're doing. Maybe we can have like an event that goes out also. So whenever there's a change, we're not calling like a specific function, but we are just handling it through events. That way it can send like the updates correctly. Yeah, maybe we can take a look at that for our next video. But I'll go ahead and wrap up this video here. So this was something that out of my comfort zone, but it's all part of this whole coding. And it was pretty interesting to learn how to work with these HT functions, and there's always like different options out there to do it. So if you guys are interested in anything specifically, please let me know in the comments. And wrap up this video here today. And thank you, and have a great rest of your day. God bless you.